We focused this week on the big-name tech stocks and tech companies, and we asked the question, what have you got in store for us? What's in the pipeline? With me now is Mashable tech editor. This is a very important guy in technology. His name is Pete Paschal.
Very important.
Yeah, very important. Now, I was intrigued. You think the biggest deal coming down the pike is something called the personal assistant?
Yeah, the personal digital assistant.
What's that?
It's a huge thing. It's actually been around for a while. It's the Siri is probably the most prominent example, but everyone is in this space now. Microsoft has Cortana. Amazon has the Echo, which has the assistant named Alexa.
Oh, the Echo. Okay. Yeah. We had one on the set, and I was asking it questions.
And everybody loves it. I have one myself. It really changes your life. It's this little speaker, cylindrical thing you put in your kitchen or any room, and you can basically ask it, hey, what's the weather? What is the capital of New Zealand? Set a timer. Put something on my to-do list. Put something on my shopping list. I am using it more and more every day. My wife, my kids are learning to talk to this thing, to play music.
So wait a minute, you got one of the... How many rooms in your house do you have one of these?
I only have one. It's only in the kitchen right now, but I would love it in other rooms, and Amazon is actually working on that. Now, you won't necessarily need to buy an Echo for every room, although you can. Right. I'm sure they'd love that. But they've opened it up to developers. So now people can make it work with, say, your lighting system, your Lutron lights or whatever else.
But you tell me that you put it in the kitchen, the family is around the table, and what do you do? You're in conversation. Oh, what's the capital of New Zealand? I mean, do you do that?
Well, my son likes to play Who Let the Dogs Out. He's 5.
That's music, right?
Yeah, he just requests that song over and over again. So I kind of semi-regret the day I taught him that he can just talk to something and play.
Seriously, you're in the kitchen and your 5-year-old son says, play Who Let the Dogs Out.
That's right. He said, Alexa, play Who Let the Dogs Out. First you have to say the name. That activates the interaction, and then you go do whatever you want. But I use it all the time. I've never used a kitchen timer since I got it. Because you can just
time for you?
You just say set a timer for 30 seconds. That's the most common thing I use it for. But other than that, music is very good because if you're an Amazon Prime member already, you can tap right into Prime Music, and then that's a pretty decent library of stuff. And you can basically play whatever you want. Now, it doesn't have everything, but they also have opened it up so it tunes into other systems.
But they'll develop it.
Yes.
To the point where you don't just
That's the plan. This is clearly central to Amazon's strategy going forward. Now, there was the report today in the Journal that they're dialing back on their hardware strategy. I think that is purely related to the Fire Phone, which was a huge flop last year. Everyone knows it. They know it. I think they're basically decided we're not in phones anymore. But the Echo has been such a quiet success. There was never a launch event for this thing. They've just quietly pushed it out and built up this slow momentum for this smart home solution, and it's a great idea.
It's like having another human being in the room.
Yeah.
Who knows everything.
Yeah, and again, there's that you're touching on a little creepy factor, which a lot of people have identified. So, the privacy implications of these things. I mean, there's semi-clear terms of service around these devices, but the idea is when you have someone listening to you all the time, when you have your data interactions recorded, you can get that much better service going forward. But the clear thing is that these things have to be secure and they have to be siloed, and no one can get into them unless you allow it. That is the absolute. On
the idea that little cylinder sits in your kitchen and you ask it questions. We've got 10 seconds left.
Facebook is doing something very similar with Messenger, by the way. That was their big announcement.
Everyone's
an assistant.
Well, we just got something from the producers of the Varney & Company show from IDC. Apple now on track to beat Fitbit with its watch. These are brand new numbers. They just came out.
It's getting there.
Producers wanted to see what you thought about this, because this means that the Apple Watch could actually take over.
It's doing really well, but I would ask you this, what is the key thing you want the watch to do that you need it for? And don't say tell time.
No, exactly.
We already have lots of solutions for that.
I want the Echo. We've got 10 seconds left.
Basically, we need an app in the next 6 months to a year that is the killer app for the Apple Watch, and I think they're going to do it when they open it up.
See, we've got to go to the commercial break. What's the capital of New Zealand in 5 seconds?
Alexa, can you help me out here?
Wellington. Thank you very much.